Awesome. Well, good morning, guys. Thanks so much for being here at 9 o'clock on a Monday. We've got a whole lot planned this week. And so I just kind of want to give you a quick overview. If some of you were on the live this morning on Facebook, I just wanted to encourage you guys on how to release some of the pressure that's out there. I'm going to give you a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of mindset this morning. Then I'm going to shift into some stuff about the market, kind of what's happening. And then I want to lead you guys into kind of what we're doing this week and a bunch of weeks with Fellow and what's happening. So my first encouragement to you is, first of all, if you did not see it, then I want to, just allow you to take the pressure and release that for just a second. Okay. There's pressure for us always in order to do more, to do better, to close deals. Believe me, I want it. We all want to do deals. I have a big goal for our team to sell 700 houses this year. But what seems as pressure oftentimes leads to us being exhausted and for us being frustrated, and we enter into appointments and we carry that same sort of desperate, scarce energy. And as you enter into a Monday, one of the best times that you can just kind of release that and move into a different place of energy is before you start your week, before it all gets crazy. So take a deep breath, whether you're on camera or not, take a deep breath for yourself and just release that for a second. And as you release that breath, all of a sudden, you know what happens when you do a deep breath, right? All of a sudden, it just like gives you that calming feeling for a second. When you have that calming feeling for 1 second, it allows your mind to be able to focus. And I want you to focus on this. As you go into this week, you're going to use social media for a lot of your business. But one of the temptations of social media is to compare yourself against others. You're going to look to the left and to the right. You're going to see what other people are doing. And it's easy that it puts you in a place of pressure. It puts you in a place of jealousy. It puts you in a place of anxiety. You take that energy with you when you close that app, you walk into your appointments, you walk into your calls, you walk into your videos, you walk into anything else that you do, and it comes off far different. It's not the real Sylvia. It's not the real Cara. It's not the real Vanessa. It's not the real Dustin. It's not any of those real things. It's a pressured version. And it's a version that's not your best self. And I want to encourage you, if you're on this team, to be your best version of yourself possible. The second thing that I want to encourage you to do is don't worry about what anyone else is doing. One of the ways that you can do that is by practicing gratitude for everything that you see on there, which normally you would be jealous about, or you'd feel anxiety about, to practice gratitude for that person. Allow yourself to say, hey, I'm really happy that, Lou got that sale. I'm really happy, that Ben Cooper really did that super well on the team. I'm so proud of him, right? Because you can't operate in anxiety and operate in gratitude at the same time. So it's a nice way to rewire in your brain and put yourself in that place of peace, put yourself in that place of pull energy. I want to define what that means. I put it in my text that pull energy is that place where you're motivated out of being the best version of yourself. You're motivated out of, how do I really help people? And how do I come from compassion rather than coming from compulsion? Compulsion is, I got to do something. Compulsion is, I better make the sale, otherwise I can't eat. And I understand what that's like. You guys heard my story last Friday, where I was under so much pressure because I'd made bad choices in my life, or uninformed choices in my life, that led me to a place where I had to do things. That didn't mean I didn't close sales. I closed a lot of them. But I was exhausted, continually exhausted, and affected my personal life even later on, that I haven't shared that part of my life and story with you guys about. And so I want to help you avoid the scars that I have. So one of the ways that you can do that is, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. You're in your own race. You're in your own journey for yourself. You've got your own ink and your own pen, and all you're doing today is just helping yourself rewrite today's story. That's it. Last encouragement I can give you is focus on your plan. Focus on the plan that you have in yourself. About the success, you need help refining that. I'm happy to do that, or one of the mentors on the team is happy to help you do that. As you enter spring market, you're going to see a lot of posts, people putting stuff under contract. It's great. You're going to have some wins. That kind of energy where you're excited by the past work that you did, but you're also going to have times where, you didn't make a sale here or there, or you missed out on an appointment, or someone lost out on offers. The best way that you can do that is stick to the plan. Focus, follow the process. It's a proven process that happens every time for sales agents. If you stick to it, then you won't veer off the path towards discouragement and into that pressure. You'll operate at a place of purpose. And I want you to think about this for yourself today. What is that reason that you're doing this business? Yes, it's to make money. I am here to make money as well. But what's the bigger purpose behind it? For myself, it used to just be, I was out of pressure. I had to make the sales. But now I'm into it because I want to change the real estate industry, leave it better than I found it, and help people avoid the scars and the hurdles that I did in the past. So let's get into it. How can we do that? Well, today starts the 30 listings in 30 days with Fellow. It's a challenge that started last year, and my buddy Ryan Young, who built Fellow, starts it. There are the absolute top speakers in the entire industry are going to be leading calls all the time throughout this. Webinars, kickoff calls, everything. Today, there's going to be a kickoff call with my coach, John Cheplack, at noon. I'd encourage you all, please. Ben Cooper's already sent out invites. You should all be getting them inside of your calendars to show up today for noon. It's going to be a kickoff about how to go get more listings. Now, why I want to focus on this for you guys is because listings will keep your time for yourself. It'll allow you to make more money. The team takes on all that expense of the listing stuff anyhow. So it really gives you that ability to be the authority figure, to put your face up there, to put your sign up there, to command the process. With all the busy offers that are happening these days, you should be the one receiving all those offers, not just the one sending them all. Okay, so it gives you that opportunity. Fellow is jam-packed. I'm not going to get into all that today, but what I do want to get into before we start sharing a few things about Make Me Moves and anything else that you're looking for, buyers who you need help with, is that people right now in America are at a point where they are ready to transition from 3.5% mortgages to 4% to 5%, 6%, whatever it is. They're ready to, and they need to. And I want to give you the reasons why. Just before on Friday last week, I met with James Allen, and James was telling me how he's doing refinances right now. Refinances. Can you believe it? The rates are 6.5%. I want to share with you a little stat as to why. Now, this might apply to your experience with meeting with people, and it might not. But here's a graph of the household debt and credit report. And this is the greatest that debt has ever been. Household debt hits $18 trillion. Auto and credit card delinquency transition rate remain elevated. Okay, I want to say that again, just so you kind of see this. Now, does anyone in the chat put below how much you think America earns every year? Like if America had a job, what would it make every single year? Somebody put that in the chat. What does America earn? If you chat GPT this, so help me. Put it in the chat. What do you think America earns? $500 bill. Who's got that? $47,000. Sean, close. Tree video. What? 1 trillion. I should know this. 8 trillion.
I know I've read this.
Men per person. Okay. Oh, I see what you guys mean. I meant as a whole. Like if I got it, Sean. Thank you so much. Sean, thank you. I appreciate that. That's like average income. All right, let me share with you guys. Here's what America earns. Here it is. This is it. Hopefully you should see my screen. It says U.S. federal tax revenue, right? $5 trillion. Here's the state revenue. It's $2 trillion, right? Revenue per. So if we estimated that we were somewhat around that $7 trillion that we made, or let's just go to 5 because that's the national debt versus state. $5 trillion bucks, okay, is what we make. Look at the total debt to GDP. That'd be like I make $100,000 a year, but I spend 133. All right, and then on top of it, the credit card debt that you have, you're like, oh, I make $100,000 a year. What's that math? But I'm in debt 700,000. Okay, and not in like good debt. All right, so here's the thing. This is not like, I don't mean to make this a laughing matter. It's almost just funny how all of this exists, and we think to ourselves that people don't want to sell their houses because they have a 2% interest rate. Like, I get that, but that's a defense mechanism that people say. So let me just share with you a little bit more, and then I want to walk you through the fellow thing. Now, debt is not a joking matter here, but when someone has this much debt, right? And here's the total, expenditures of this. Ready? Here's mortgages, which is 70% of people's debts. Okay, 70% of their debt. Here's revolving, which is like, you know, could be anything, small little, home equities or whatever it is. Auto loans, 9% of their debt. Credit cards, student loans, and then other debt. Okay, and they share this amount. Those payments as a whole, I want you to see this, please see this. The payments as a whole get calculated in people's minds subconsciously as to how much is going out every month. If someone's paying out $5,000, $6,000 a month in home, auto, credit cards, and all of this, right? It's like that's $6,000 a month, $7,000, whatever it is. And you can offer them another housing option that allows them to sell their current place and get a ton of equity, pay off that debt, and now have a new loan at a new house that's at the same or that's less likely, less of their monthly output. They are going to be interested in it. How do we know? Well, people are already, mortgage rates are up, mortgage rates are slightly coming down right now, and refinance applications are going up. They're going up. Why? Because people will trade a 3% or 4% mortgage, 5% mortgage to go to a 6% mortgage to get out of and say, I'm going to reduce. I might go from my mortgage payment being $3,000 to $5,000 a month. That's all of my bills together. Does that make sense? I took all of my bills and I put them together. Versus I've got $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 between, it's a $3,000 mortgage, but I got $2,000 in credit card and $1,000 over here on the loan and $1,000. It's too much, especially when people's jobs, they feel insecure about jobs or whatever it is. So that's where there's so many out there. We're obsessed as real estate agents about being like, I can sell it for the most and you're going to make the most and let's upgrade and let's not necessarily right now. I want you to read the room. Read the room. And if you're reading the room about what's happening in America and what's happening in real estate, you got a massive opportunity to come from compassion today. Ready? Come from compassion and help people. So today, Ben, first of all, Ben, I don't know if you're able to show your beautiful face on here. But Ben Cooper and I are going to be leading. What up? There he is. Ben Cooper and I are going to be leading this fellow charge. Okay. We're going to be leading this fellow charge for the next 30 days. Ben's going to be sending out emails. Here's the rules. Guess what? He already sent them. He's going to send them today again. We're going to hammer this so that we can get into a place of encouragement every day to outreach to people who are in our spheres, our Zillow leads, etc., that are all synced in with Fellow to be able to make outbound calls. If you don't know what to do or what to say, that's okay. We have an entire course on our resource library that's all dedicated to it. We have all the scripts. We're going to help you through them. I'm going to be in the office. I'm going to ask my assistant to schedule me times to do in-person live calls so you guys can see me do it, book appointments. I'm just putting this out there. Guys, 6 listings signed last week. 6 last week right here, plus another subdivision we're getting for another 20 units. Okay? I'm in the trenches right with you, dude. I'm submitting offers right with you. The best thing that I can do is spend my time inside of Fellow making phone calls to people who have equity in their houses. It's an awesome opportunity. All right, Ben, do you want to pop in? I'm putting you on the spot. I know I didn't give you prep time on that. Is there anything that you want to add to that just about like meeting today or any of these webinars?
Yeah, I mean, all the calendar links were sent out from Fellow, so you guys should have all that. I'll resend out the rules, regulations, and kind of a synopsis of how the challenge works and how we can enter our data in for points. But I mean, the whole essence of the challenge is basically to prep you guys for spring market. We don't care about like really the prize money or anything like that. You guys,
Well, I care about the prize money. How want you guys?
All right. Well, the free year of Fellow,
Yeah,
that's offered. But It's more about getting a few listings under your belt, getting you guys prepped for the spring market, getting everybody in the office. It's fun getting everybody in the office, make a game out of it, and see if we can up our listings and up our listing appointments and just get better as people. So
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for that, Ben. And thanks so much for all your hard work, setting appointments and everything like that. And everyone appreciates you meeting with them personally. So thanks for that. All right, guys, let's transition real quick and go into a little bit more of our make me move and make me buys. So if you've got something that you're working on right now, I would love to hear about that. I will start if you guys want. Who has people who are looking for investment opportunities? If you guys have investment opportunities, go ahead and just put that in the chat real quick. Investment opportunities. Okay. Sean does. Awesome. All right. If you have investors. Awesome. All right. So here's what I'm working on right now. Let's see here. I've got a 6-family in New Britain, 6-family, 2 vacant units. That one has under market rents. And that one, we're still deciding on a price for that. But if you have an investor in New Britain, I've got that. I've got a 3-family with huge units, like 1,400 square foot. 3-family in New Britain coming on. That's probably going to go over 5 at this point. I just closed on 142 Fairview. That's for 550. I closed on that. So I have huge units. So I got those. I have got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, more historic kind of house in Enfield. That is coming to market. That'll be in the mid 3s. I've got a really cheap buy in Enfield, super cheap, decent house, 3-bed. I think it's 1.5 bathroom. That's going to go for about 250, 260 in Enfield. And I've got a kind of beat ass property site in Manchester, kind of like an investor special. And that one is going to go for probably, say like 230s. And then I've got a East Hartford one that needs a bunch of work. And that one's actually like 275, but it's like 4 or 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 kitchens. So I'm working on all that right now, plus some new construction options. So anyone got something that they want to share, stuff that they're working on?
You got that all written down?
Yeah, those will be coming out soon.
All right, good. Just for everybody in the chat, it's like I've got somebody. Like, just want to make sure that they know that they can find that list.
Yep, you got it.
Word.
Cool. Somebody else. What do you got?
Howie, what's up with the turnkey, or I'm sorry, the industrial off market in East Hartford? What acreage, size of building, and is it rented or not?
Good morning, Lou. So right now, I will say it's a little hush-hush because it's still being occupied by the business, but plans are to sell the building and dissolve the business, so it will be vacant upon receiving it. But it's just over 6,000 square feet, 2 buildings, large lot. It actually was the home of Tenpenny Ale Brewery in East Hartford.
Okay.
Got a great building, great aesthetics, but it's great. It's zoned for business commercial, which you can do retail out of, you can do landscaping businesses, you can do manufacturing out of there. So it's got a lot of uses for user, any kind of user.
What price and what acreage roughly?
I don't have that right in front of me, but price wise, $815.
That's not bad. I might be a buyer. Text me some info when you have a chance.
Yeah, I'll send you the sales flyer.
Cool, thanks.
Yep.
Awesome. Somebody else. What are you guys working on? Come on, someone here I know has a client. So let's go. What are you working on for buyers or sellers? What do you need? Unless everyone's like, oh no, dude, totally. There's so much inventory. I don't need anything.
I have
so
a,
I have.
All right, maybe just put your thumbs up and then I'll call on you. How about that? What do you got, Marissa?
I have a home in Meriden that I'm working on. She wants to list 3 bedrooms. Looks like we're probably going to be at the 240 to 250 range. Redone kitchen, 3 beds, 1 bath. I'm
Okay.
going to meet with her tomorrow.
Awesome. Meriden, awesome. What do you got, Gary? Saw your thumb up.
I've got 2. I got a buyer looking in the greater Waterbury area for around 260, 2-bedroom. She's pretty easy to please, but she's getting outbid of everything. And no, that's pretty standard, I guess. And then I have another guy who's looking in the southeast corner of Connecticut for acreage and a fixer-upper, and he doesn't want to go over 250. And I just can't seem to find the right combination of conditions, acreage, access to outdoor. He's a hunter and a sportsman. So anybody knows anything down that way? Thanks.
Yeah, it seems like a little low price for some acreage stuff, but definitely keep it in mind. All right. And Veronica might have something, I'm sure, in Waterbury. I think she works that area. Veronica, what do you got going on? And then Sylvia.
I actually have, I'm working on a listing in Naugatuck. It's a 3-family,
Nice.
3 bedrooms, 2-bedroom, and then 1 bedroom up on the 3rd floor. It's going to be probably list price around 390, around there, close to 400. It's going to have 2 empty units. So that's going to make it attractive for owner occupant. And yeah.
Awesome. Really cool. Sylvia, what do you got?
I have a client that's looking for a lake house. Not really like, we looked at some in East Hampton over the weekend, but they're not like dead set on staying in East Hampton. They just want a lake house, and they want to stay kind of in that 350 range. And then I also have another client this is something I haven't had a lot of experience in, but she's looking for like a commercial space for lease. She owns like her own little business, and she's currently like at the Sola salons, but she wants to move. So she's only looking for like 500 square feet, but she wants to stay in certain areas. So I tried to look on the market and I didn't really find much. I only found 2 things, but I was wondering if maybe anybody had anything off market in the commercial space.
Yeah, Howie, I think jumped. I'm just checking on here, but Howie's your guy.
Yeah, I can jump in on that. Myself and Phil got something going on right now in Middletown. It's going to be selling a kind of looks like a single family house. It was probably converted from a 2-family to a single family house, but zoned commercial. There's been a salon in there for, I don't know, the last 15, 20 years. Very high traffic area on Main Road, but we're going to be selling the building off market, probably for the like 400 range. And that would be the salon equipment. Everything is set up. There's a lot of rooms in there that will be rentable as well. Be a great building for a spa or another salon business.
Yeah, she definitely is. She would be wanting to rent the space. Middletown might be, she wanted to stay towards like Rocky Hill, Weathersfield, like Newington, that area. I can ask her about Middletown though.
All right. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. What else you guys got? That's it, guys. And we're just listening today. That's okay too. Please mark your calendars for noon today. I would love to see you guys there for the fellow kickoff. And Ben, if there's anything that we need, would you email us, harass us, lick your finger, put it in our ear? I'm just kidding. You just got to annoy us today and get us there, because it's going to really change our lives as we go and push for the 700 goal and really change some lives this year. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.